Hi guys, Bobby and Vinny here from Peak Performance Academy, and today's Coach's Corner. Training is a skill.
So point number one, weight training or aerobic training. So a lot of people forget that aerobic training you need to be taught and learn how to do it as well. It's not just weights. So everybody knows, going into the gym, new to the gym, you have to learn how to use the machines, learn how to free weights. But also people forget how many people are taught how to run, and you will see that even at elite levels with sports teams or even athletes, people running marathons, stuff like that. How many people just build their aerobic fitness but never learn the actual skill of running their A step and their B step. There's different techniques like that that can improve their mechanics.
And that brings us on to point number two, which is, Vinny said, improving mechanics. So execution is key in both weight training and aerobic training. So if you come into the gym and you're lifting weights, we'd say 80% of people come in, they'll lift, they'll do their program, they'll leave, they'll feel good, that they had a good workout. Then when you come to actually learning the execution and fine-tuning every exercise you do, you get a completely different stimulus. You tend to feel the muscles more, you'll feel the working muscle that you're trying to train. If it's running and you suddenly get, you focus on your execution of the skill of running, your gait, your cadence, and like Vinny said, your A skips and B skips. If you got into that level, you will see straight away that when you execute that technique, your running will improve or your aerobic training will improve. So biggest thing with training is you should always think execution of technique is really important.
Point number three, so it's coaching, not just personal training. So a lot of people, anyone could kind of come in and just go through a program with you, tell you to do 3 sets of bench press or something like that. But as a client, you want to make sure that you're learning all the time, so that when you are able to come in to the gym and you're comfortable by yourself, knowing how to use technique, like Bobby was saying, execute the movement properly with tension and stuff like that. So especially you should be questioning everything you're doing, especially if your coach tells you to do something or asks you to do something else, nutrition or training, you should be questioning why, and just so you can learn yourself and always get better knowledge.
Yeah, because like when you talk about actually a coach is somebody completely different to a personal trainer. A lot of time people will invest in a personal trainer, they're there, they write a program, and a lot of the time it's not individualized to the person, they're not taking into account the person's mechanics, the person's levers, the person's arm length, leg length, torso, and not making it totally individual to that person. And the problem there is that trainer is just there to count reps for you. The execution and the skill is not there and the knowledge is not there. There's a huge difference between coaching and actually just having a trainer. You need a coach, somebody that's going to talk to you about, okay, if I'm doing, for instance, a chest press, I'm feeling in working muscles, your pectorals, you're not driving back into your upper traps, your rear delts, which a lot of people will be doing. So it's really, really important that the coaching aspect is something you should invest in. That brings us on to point number 4. You should invest in somebody that has the knowledge that is going to coach you. Not train you, coach you how to be better. Coach you how to execute both weight training and also on the aerobic side. How can you do something like running better, cycling better? So if you're a person that will do a lot of road cycling, how can you improve that? Now, your coaching on that side will come obviously from somebody that specialises in that field. But your coach within the gym, we'll say, can help you get better for what's going to happen on the bike. So the biggest thing is make sure that you're investing to succeed. That's really, really important. So if you have a goal and you're trying to achieve something, just take a step back in what you're trying to do at the moment and just say, have I invested enough into what I'm trying to do? Am I doing the right things in the gym? Do I feel the working muscle? Am I walking away from sessions and am I seeing changes in my body? We're not talking about weight loss here. When you're lifting weights, you're talking about changing your body shape completely. Muscle tone, putting on lean tissue. If that's what your goal is, then it's really important that you're seeing them changes within your body, not just somebody that's going to cut calories and just lose weight.
And the bonus point is, so it's kind of like point 4, are you learning or are you just following? So every time you come into the gym, are you leaving with some new knowledge? Whether it's about nutrition or training or exercise or even something to do with lifestyle? Are you learning something every time you come into the gym? But you see a lot, especially with kind of like males but in females too, a lot of people trying to push as much weight as possible instead of just kind of dropping their ego and learn how to do a lift properly, and might realise they have to pull back in their weight a bit. You see a lot of that with kind of GA players and stuff like that, putting up huge weight and bench press and stuff, and then kind of leading to shoulder injuries, broken collarbones, everything like that, just because they're not doing it right. They're putting serious load on their shoulder, just in movements where they shouldn't be as well.
And like on that bonus point, like Vinny was saying, what you see is people taking too much load within an exercise, especially in weight training world. And I would say this is more on the male side from my coaching experience. That male ego takes over. You want to move more weight. The problem is there's going to be compensation. The muscles that are tight are going to overwork. And remember, your weak muscles are going to kick in, and something is going to give. And that's the problem within weight training. People are always following numbers when they should actually be following execution of technique and tension. I just see when coaching, we coach a lot of females here, and we do find that their mindset is a little bit different. That way they're very technically orientated, so they want to get the technique right, and then they'll slowly progress, which is the right way to do it. So it's a very good mindset. But we just find that people tend to want to move weight all the time. It's all about numbers, instead of actually that's the least important thing. The most important thing is the execution of technique. And are you learning every time you come into the gym? Did one of the coaches just say that little nugget to you about this is what you should do in this exercise to change a little bit, get a bit more tension? And you say, okay, that's brilliant, I really feel that now. That's what learning is about. Following is just following a program with sets and reps, which anybody can do. But most people don't get the results that they think that they should be getting because the execution is not there and they're not learning, they're not getting coached. Okay guys, if you like what you hear, you'll find us on peakperformancecanary.com. We are on Snapchat, #WeArePeak. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you'll find us on our YouTube channel, Peak Performance Academy. Thanks for listening.